Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Duyana Juanita. In this video, I would like to tell you about a short story, A Good Man It's Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor. The first is character, the grandmother, the misfit, Bali, Bailey Wipes, John Wesley, June Star, Red Sambat's wife, Bobby Lee, Hiram, or minor character. The second is analyzing plot. Orientation. In A Good Man It's Hard to Find, the grandmother and the misfit are both recipients of grace, despite their many flaws, sins, and weakness. In other words, God has the power to allow even bad people to go to heaven, which He does by granting them grace. The grandmother is an unlikely candidate for receiving grace. Rising action. The rising action includes the family road trip to Florida, with the grandmother riding in the back seat and between her two grandchildren. Their stop at the barbecue stand, Bailey's decision to listen to his mother by turning down a dirt road, and their car accident, which left them stranded on the side of the road. Climax. The grandmother's moment of grace is definitely the climax of the story. It seems as though the grandmother triumphs in the end, since she is miraculously redeemed. Falling action. Now, after the death of the family, we see Misfit and the two other criminals come back together after disposing of the bodies. The third is conflict. Conflict in the story A Good Man Is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor is an external conflict between the grandmother and associate, which she harshly judges. Another way to view conflict is in terms of plot development. The fourth is setting. The story takes place on and around backcountry roads in the south. The family lives in Atlanta and is traveling through Georgia on their way to Florida. After lunch, the family takes a detour down a dirt road to find a plantation with a secret trapdoor the grandmother had described. The fifth is them. The them in A Good Man Is Hard to Find are finding grace, prejudice, and family. Finding grace, extraordinary circumstance allow a selfish character like the grandmother to truly understand the meaning of grace. The sixth is plot summary. The story opens on a family about to take a road trip. The grandmother, who wants to convince her family to travel not to Florida, but to show a newspaper article to her son, Bailey, and Bailey's wife. The article is about a convict known as the Misfit, who has escaped federal prison and is believed to be headed toward Florida. The grandmother says that she would never take her children near such a dangerous criminal, and that she could answer to her conscience if she did. Bailey and his wife ignored the grandmother, and Bailey's children, June Star and John Wesley, mock her. The next morning, the grandmother is packed and ready to leave, sitting in the car before anyone else. Unlike the rest of family, she is dressed up, wearing a fancy hat. They leave headed south for Florida. In the car, the children fight, and to keep them quiet, the grandmother tells them a story about a sweetheart she had when she was younger. The family stops at the tower, a filling station and dance hall run by Red Sam's Bud. The grandmothers make conversation with the grandmothers makes conversation with Red Sammy about how society has gotten worse over the years. They say that it is impossible to trust anyone anymore, and Red Sammy notes that a good man is hard to find. After the family drives off from the tower, the grandmother tells the family of Plantation Derby that she had visited once when she was younger. Knowing that Bailey will not want to visit, the grandmother lies, saying there was a secret panel in the wall somewhere with silver behind it. After the kids throws a tantrum about wanting to see the house, Bailey agrees and drives down a deserted dirt road looking for the house. Just as Bailey is ready to turn around, the grandmother realizes that the house is remembering is actually hundreds of miles away. In another state, she is distracted by this thought that she accidentally lets her cat, which she had snuck into the car, out and it jumps onto Bailey. Bailey swerves and the car has. Its car rolls over and rests again upright. In a glitch of the side of a road, another hearse-like car approaches. Their men get out, each of them carrying a gun. One of the men inspects the family's car to see how easy it would be to fix as Bailey attempts to explain their situation. The grandmother interrupts, saying to one of the three men, "You are the misfit." The man admits that she is the misfit, but say that it would have been better if she had not recognized him. The misfit instructs his two headmen, Hiram and Bobby Lee, to take Bailey and John Wesley over to the woods. Two pistol shots are heard. The misfit has a likely conversation with the grandmother about his past, his time in prison, and his nihilistic outlook on the world. Meanwhile, the rest of the grandmother family is taken to the forest and shot. The misfit continues speaking with the grandmother, and she rapidly insists that he must be a good person at heart and would never shoot an old lady. Suddenly, she says to him, "Why, you are one of my babies. You are one of my own children," and reach out and touch him on the shoulder. The misfit jumps back at her touch and shoots her in the chest 3 times. The headman returns from the woods and the misfit picks up the grandmother's cat. Speaking of the grandmother, the misfit says she would have been a good woman if it been somebody there to shoot her every minute of her life. The moral message is, and the moral message of the story is demonstrate the human compassion and grace transformation of the two characters' hope, which are embodied by the grandmother and the misfit. are used to get across the story message. Okay, that's all about a good man. It's hard to find. I'm so sorry if I have a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.